What's something that's technically legal but keeps ruining your life? I legally changed my name when I turned 22, and it's been a complete disaster ever since. My dad was an absolute nightmare growing up. He'd scream at us kids for breathing too loud, threw dishes when dinner wasn't perfect, and made our house feel like a war zone. When I finally moved out, I couldn't stand sharing his last name anymore. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I went to the courthouse, paid the fee, and legally changed my name from Jake Morrison to Jake Rivers. Clean slate, right? Wrong. The first sign of trouble came when I tried logging into my student loan account. Invalid username and password. I called customer service and spent 2 hours explaining that yes, I am the same person who borrowed $30,000. Sir, we have no record of a Jake Rivers in our system, the representative kept saying, because I used to be Jake Morrison. I have the court documents. They put me on hold for 45 minutes before telling me I needed to mail them certified copies of everything. Then my credit score vanished. Not dropped, completely disappeared. Apparently, Jake Rivers had never existed financially. My credit card company froze my account thinking someone stole my identity. My bank did the same thing when my paycheck came in under a different name than what was on my account. Work became a nightmare. HR couldn't figure out how to update their system, so my W-2 still said Morrison, while my bank account said Rivers. The IRS sent me 3 different letters asking why Jake Morrison and Jake Rivers both had my social security number. But the worst part? The DMV completely reset my driving record. Suddenly, I was a brand new driver with zero history. My car insurance jumped from $120 a month to $520 because I was now a high-risk new driver despite having my license for 6 years. I had to retake my driving test because they couldn't verify I'd ever passed one. Picture this: a grown man parallel parking between orange cones while a DMV employee with a clipboard judges his 3-point turns. My landlord got suspicious when my rent checks started coming from Jake Rivers instead of Jake Morrison. He thought I was committing fraud and served me an eviction notice. I had to bring my court documents and birth certificate just to prove I lived there legally. College was even worse. They refused to release my diploma under my new name without another court order. So I'm paying a lawyer $500 to prove to my own school that I graduated. Dating became awkward too. Try explaining to someone why you have no social media history, no old photos with your name tagged, and your high school friends can't find you online. Half the people I matched with thought I was catfishing. The final straw came during a job interview last month. The background check showed absolutely nothing. No employment history, no education, no address history. It looked like Jake Rivers had materialized out of thin air 2 years ago. So according to this, you've never worked anywhere or gone to school, the hiring manager said, squinting at his computer screen. I pulled out my folder of name change documents, old pay stubs, and transcripts. Actually, I have 5 years of work experience and a college degree. I just changed my name. His face went completely blank. Why would someone do that? How do you explain family trauma in a job interview? Personal reasons, I mumbled. I didn't get the job. Now I carry a manila folder everywhere like some paranoid conspiracy theorist. Birth certificate, name change order, old IDs, new IDs, social security card, basically my entire life story in triplicate. My lawyer says it'll take another 6 months to straighten everything out. 6 months of phone calls, paperwork, and proving I exist.